Hello viewers, welcome back to Small Gear Extra. Today we'll be looking at the August Tomica new car releases, and you know I didn't bought the box set of this month as well as the premium product, but we're just gonna look at the regular lineup, which is the Daihatsu and the Lamborghinis and the normal premium release. So let's start with the regular release, which is let's start with the Daihatsu. So this is a Daihatsu Hijet JAF road service car. JAF is a very famous road service company in Japan. I don't know the background. I'm not sure if it was funded by the government or was not, but um, it has a rich history in Tomicas, and I see them from time to time. And you know, the Daihatsu Hijet is always a handsome casting for Tomica, because Tomica, they know how to cope with um, local JDMK cars, and this is no exception. This is a very classic Japanese K truck by Tomica, and they make it into a JF variant, which is very cool to me. Um, the scale is 1:55, and it has a opening hatches. Oops. Opening hatch. Very spacious inside actually. So if you like customizing Tomica, so this might be a good project or base for you to do something to the interior. That might be cool, and as well as the suspension function as well. And this is our first regular release of the Daihatsu Hijet. I don't think that will work anyway. Let's pass on to the regular release first. The star of this month's show, which is a Lamborghini Revolution. I don't know. Excuse my pronunciation. If you're Italian, please tell me how to pronounce this Lamborghini's name. But this specific vehicle is meant to be a replacement for the Lamborghini Aventador, which means the Aventador has finally reached to its end. Is a discontinued car. So this is the first car edition, and this remind me of the old days of Tomicas, whereas they has the Lamborghini Murcielago, which is the regular is in orange and the first color is in green. So I don't know if this thing's gonna go up in value in the future. I don't think so. I hope it doesn't, because there's no meaning when you have some little cars go up in value, because kids just gonna play with them. But anyway, so this is supposed to be the Aventador replacement, and let's take a look at it, because the Lamborghini Aventador is quite a car, to be fair, and this car has a lot of expectation to carry on from the fan base, because the V12 naturally aspirated Italian monster, which is a very brutal car, has now transferred into this. And I would say I actually like this car quite a lot. Like, let me clean it. My fingerprints. It's on the windshield. I quite like this car quite a lot. I think it is a very handsome car. The scale is in 1:64. There's no function. But just look at the front, as well as the first color edition. So you can see they both have a very menacing front end to it. Look how angry they are, just like a Lamborghini should be. And the side profile is, it is still very elegant, very classic. But as you keep going on to the rear quarter of the car, things start to go a bit wrong for me at least. I don't hate the design of the rear end of this car, but I think it's a bit too runny compared to the front end. You see, it's really complicated, and for me, I don't hate this car. I actually quite like this car, but it feels like the front design and the rear design was done by two different persons, which makes this car quite odd in this regard. So let's see if the green version improve it. So it's still a very shiny green as well as the orange one. They both have a flick metallic paint jobs to them. So you see the green is still very nice, but I'm not sure if it will tops up to the old school green Murcielago, that which I don't have because they are so expensive, and I have to find one for a reasonable price is not an easy task, but you see, still a very nice casting in the end. Side profile is still nice green color. So there's no any function to it. 1 to 64 Lamborghini. So that's pretty much for the regular release of this month. So now let's move on to the premium, which is a Mitsubishi Starion. Scale is 1 to 62. Functional doors and headlight. And I would say this is a very handsome diecast. This brings me back in time. You know, when Tomica they launched their premium series, which meant to replay the unlimited run, they had this, and I think they did a great job on this one. Oops, there's some fingerprint on the roof. My hand is not exactly clean as you imagine. Now it's better. Anyway, so it is a black Starion. I don't know if you guys watch Top Gear, the old one especially. Carson has said that Mitsubishi must got their way wrong with this car's name, because I think they meant to call this car Stallion, which is a even cooler name, but Stallion is just hilarious to me. But I'm not sure if you can actually see the real. Oops. Back we go. The Starion GSR VR something. Anyway, so I see the details on this car is still pretty nice and all that. Indeed it is. For what the price you get, I think this is a good deal. And let's look at the functional doors as well. Right hand driver, of course. It's a JDM car. The wheels details are very nice as well. Let me show it to you guys. The whole car is just handsome, and the proportion seems to be right. And the rear hatch, I'm not sure if this were meant to be a gigantic glass hatch. Even in real life, I didn't pay attention to the Starion that much, but you know, it's still cool. And the pop-up headlights function as well. So you just pull this leader, so that's the pop-up function for the car, which is very cool. So this is the premium of this month, and we have all of our cars for this month. And now it's time to pick my favorite car. I like the Daihatsu, just saying. I didn't buy the Daihatsu because I have to. It's still a cool car. I like K trucks and K cars, but when there's a Lamborghinis and a vintage 80s JDM car in the house, you just couldn't say no, right? So I don't really want to left out the Daihatsu for this month, and I'll just say that I like every one of them equally. if I have to be a bit more biased, I would say probably the Lamborghinis, because it is just a status symbol and it is very iconic in its own way. A orange Lamborghinis, and with the gorgeous paint job as well. I don't like the green one as much as the orange one. I think the green is a bit they did the green because they can, instead of like finding an actual nice color to fit this car. But I would say the orange fit this car very nicely, and the steering is a very good color choice as well. Black, a black steering is always nice. So one more time we look at the stereo. Yep, it's very nice. And I think we are going to call this an episode for the August Tomica release. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know down in the comment section which one is your favorite, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.